just not going to be the best quality.
It's actually pretty good.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, but this is just that much better in contending with nature. And...
Yeah, is that more like a shotgun mic then up there?
Exactly.
Okay, yeah.
Hey, everybody, where were we? It's not that I just did this, realized I did it wrong, and started again, but I'm here with Matthew Gottardi, and he is from East Atlanta Village, Atlanta, Georgia, where I'm actually from, too.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah,
Nice.
so I didn't tell him that yet.
So you go to Flatiron then?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I'll see you there.
Okay. So he is my neighbor 2 doors down. We're on the Isle of Triumph, day 2, Barber Vintage Fest, having a great time. And so he is a sometimes smithing knife maker.
Yes. So
and to jump back in, this is where you can introduce yourself to all of our friends at home. Let us know like a bit background and all that.
Okay, yeah. My name's Matthew Gottardi, as you said. I am a knife maker. I've been dabbling into smithing, blacksmithing, and smithing knives a little bit. It's a little bit more complicated to get into than stock removal, which is what I traditionally do. But
what's stock removal?
Stock removal is, so what I'll do is I'll buy billets of steel. So I'll either buy sheets of steel or billets where it's like, let's say 1.5 to 2 inch wide by 1/8 inch thick by 4 feet. And then from there, I'll go and trace out my designs that I want for the knife. I'll cut it out with an angle grinder. And then I'll take it down to my belt sander, spend time getting the rough shaping into it.
Mm-hmm.
Then I will go and grind the bevels into it. And once I get it to where I want and like the design at, I'll go and hand sand it down to around like 800 grit.
Yeah.
And then
what are we starting at?
Starting at, because I take it on the belt sander to around 400 grit.
Yeah.
And then I'll jump to 400 grit to get the parallel lines or something. Yeah, parallel instead of horizontal lines on there to make it look like a better finish. And I'll take it up to 800 grit before I quench it and heat treat it. So that way, after the quench and heat treat, I don't have to spend more time actually going through getting the finish I want and getting the scale off of it.
The heat treat, that's like the tempering of?
So that is the quenching and the tempering.
Quenching and tempering.
Yeah. And I do all that in my backyard.
Sick. Yeah. In EAV.
Yeah.
You missed the strut.
I was at the strut.
Were you?
Yeah, I was at the strut.
I missed the strut.
I was set up. Shout out to my boy. I was set up at Black Habit Records. My boy Ben Patterson owns that record store. You guys should check it out if you're ever in the area.
Is that the one? So I'm coming down. I was always at the EAV gym right there because I was taking Justin's Muay Thai class.
So the EAV gym that used to be that ended up becoming Virgil's. It's got the giant garage door. Or EAV gym that's down over near the intersection, like further towards Moreland.
Right.
Okay, so if you're at the Flatiron,
closer towards Flatiron.
Yeah. So if you're at if you're standing in front of Flatiron and you're looking at the door where the door is right here on that corner.
Yeah.
If you walk around the right side, and I believe that's Flat Shoals, and walk down Flat Shoals, it's gonna be on the left side down your toolbox.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, between Flatiron and Midway.
Yes. And there's a little brewery right there.
It used to be a brewery. It got shut down.
Well, so some of my information is a little dated because I was living in Reynoldstown.
Yeah.
And so I was in and around all the time. I live south of the city now in, you can call it Fairburn, you can call it Fayetteville, you can call it South Fulton City, but it's College Park.
Yeah.
That's where I'm at, but I loved it over there. I love that area.
Oh, I love it. I mean, so I was just out in Douglasville for the past 2 years. But my wife's a barber, and she was having. I work in film, so the drive didn't matter for me. I had to drive no matter what.
What are we doing in film? What's your role?
I'm a grip.
Grip.
Yeah, so
we're a union guy.
I am union.
IATSE Teamster dude coming in.
Yeah, IATSE 479.
479.
Yep. I'm a grip. I best a lot, and then I've just recently started pushing dolly. However, I did also just join the millwright union.
Ready?
Yeah, I also just joined the millwright union.
Okay, cool.
And I got my first millwright job starting next Wednesday in North Carolina.
Hey-o.
Yeah.
All right.
So that's gonna be fun. 7 weeks of 7 days straight with 7 days a week for 7 weeks, 12-hour days, night shifts. It's gonna be some good money, but I'm gonna hate my life.
There's a reality of doing union work. I'm new to the union by a few years, the SAG union.
Okay.
So I'm a stunt man.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm an actor, performer, and stunts has been my business here in Atlanta, Georgia. Before that, I was 12 years in Los Angeles.
Okay.
And I moved to Atlanta because of the opportunity to join SAG and participate in that sense because I was tired of chasing invoices. I wanted that insurance.
Yeah.
I wanted pension.
Insurance is a lot.
And union takes care of you when when it's done right.
Yeah, that's a big thing when it's done right.
When it's done right. But neither here nor there. But that's super cool. And so the knife making has just kind of come alongside, and it's
Yeah,
Always
so
in the background there.
it's always been in the background.
Yeah.
So the best way from I come from a military family. Moved around a lot. When I turned 18, I was going to join the army, but instead of joining the army, my dad was former military and he got a job as a civilian over in Germany. So he asked me, like, do you still want to join the army or do you want to come with me to Germany? Because I could still be under his orders. And I said, fuck it, I'm going to Germany.
Yeah.
So I went over there. I was over there for 8 years. The last 2 years I was there, I was in between jobs because I had broken my arm and I had a decent amount of money saved up. So I was studying knife making for 5 years before I started making knives
Is
because I
this
loved it.
apprenticeship? Is this online?
It's all online, mainly
Okay.
self-taught.
Yeah.
Another shout out to the guy who I learned almost all my stuff from. He's an amazing teacher online. He did all of his stuff's on YouTube. Is Walter Sorrells, master bladesmith, I believe, and he is his work is he is a true smith. He does a lot of stock removal, but he also does a lot of forging. His particular style is classic Japanese.
Okay.
Yeah, but I learned all my knife making stuff mainly from watching his videos on YouTube. So I was watching him, watching other guys, reading books, and one day I was like, fuck it, I'm going to buy all this stuff. And I bought it, started making it.
Whacking metal in the backyard.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
And made some knives. I did that for about 2 years. And then when I moved back from Germany.
Where were you living in Germany?
At that point in time, I was in Wiesbaden. But I also lived in Heidelberg and Garmisch-Partenkirchen.
Okay.
Yeah. But when I moved back, I sold all my stuff. And when I moved back, I had fallen into some hard times because that's life. So I wasn't able to buy up stuff again. But 4 years ago, I was able to buy up tools again and start making knives again. And I've been doing it since.
And then are you selling knives at that vinyl shop or where are you?
I am going to be having some knives in Black Habit Records. My other buddy who owns a comic book store there too, a little bit further down the street.
Yeah. That's across
East
from the
Atlanta
mechanic shop.
No, it's going to be the comic book shop is right next to Java Lords.
Okay.
Is that Java Lords right there? I think so.
so.
Yeah. So it's right next to the Java Lords, and his store is called East Atlanta Comics, and Zach Truckman is one of the owners of that shop, and I'm going to be having some knives there for sale as well.
Cool.
Yeah, I'm going to split them up between there because I want to give love to both of my friends.
Sure. Well, and then to find yourself here at I Love Triumph, what was your introduction? Because I mean, you look like a motorcycle guy.
I am a huge motorcycle guy.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
And so how did you find your way here?
So I was doing a pop-up with my buddy Jay Soul of Southern Oak Trading. You should guys check him out on Instagram.
I know this man.
He's a great man.
He's
going to be here tomorrow.
I know his wife.
Oh, you know Stacy?
She's from, and I would say just online because she's from where I'm from.
Oh, nice.
And so we
Panama City, right?
South,
Yeah.
but Florida.
Yeah.
But we've kept up over the years, so if they're out here, can't wait to meet them.
Yeah. Well, Jay's gonna be out tomorrow. Stacy, I don't know if she's
jewelry
coming.
And
Yeah, he does all the rings. I got this little spider ring right there. He made. The rest I have are all from them, but they're all vintage. All of these are vintage. This is vintage Mexican biker ring that I got from them. Very happy about that one. Very solid piece.
Yeah.
But
usually I come fitted and kitted with all my gear, but I'm just low profile this time. So.
No, yeah, you got to keep your low profile sometimes. But yeah, so where was I? What was I saying?
We were talking about what brought you to this event.
Oh yeah, so I was doing a pop up with them, Southern Oak Trading, at Forward Warrior over near Astoria in Atlanta, and this is the first time that me and Jay had ever met Eric, and he walked up and he invited us to come set up. He's like, "Look, I'm looking for some very bespoke stuff for the Triumph area." He's like, "Will you guys be interested?" Instantly, I was like, "Yes, I would love that." Once I heard there's gonna be like racing, swap meet, and all that stuff, I was like, "I'm there."
Yeah, this is your first time at Barber.
Not first time at Barber. I've been to the museum several times. My wife introduced me to it when I was doing a film out here in Birmingham called Bad Man. Just came out. You should check that out. Awesome. It's got 100% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Yo.
Yeah, Sean William Scott's the lead. Great movie. I was best boy on that.
Hey, nice.
Great movie. But yeah, I came through the museum. I'd never heard of it, and I fell in love. Was it 5 floors of just nothing but vintage motorcycles?
It's the
amazing.
largest collection out there.
Yeah, largest in the world.
And so it's been a long time coming for well, I guess not a long time coming. Our introduction is new, but just the same, the overlap of film industry and what we do, that's unique. I wonder if we've had the fortune of working on any films together. What's your last 4 been?
My last what?
4.
Last 4 films I worked on. I just worked on one out in
only films, or are you TV too?
I've done one TV show.
Okay.
I've done last movie I did was over in Knoxville. It was a Christian Christmas musical
Nice.
called The Best Thing About Christmas. That's coming out soon.
Yeah.
I did a lot of indie stuff. So Batman, that was an indie film out in Birmingham. I did Marshmallow out in where was that? Carrollton, Kentucky.
Okay.
I did Color Book, which was shot all on MARTA. Great story.
Oh, cool.
It's winning tons of awards. David, I can't remember his last name right now, was the director. He was writer and director of it. It's stunning. He's stunning work. And then
Atlanta was into that. They're like, yeah, shoot
Yeah.
the whole thing on MARTA.
yeah, they hooked us up.
Yeah.
They hooked us up hard. And then the director of photography on that was Nick Summerer. And you guys might recognize that name. He did Dark 1899.
Okay.
He just did one of the episodes of Dune Prophecies.
Nice.
Like absolute amazing DP. And he's hey there, and he's been growing his name in America. And that's one of the first films he's done here in the States. And it's absolutely a wonderful film. It's got a great story. I won't really go into it, but it's heartbreaking, basically.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
go check it out online. The knives you make, is there any certain style that you bring into it? Obviously, everybody comes a similar path where you just get a hammer and you start whacking. But
Yeah.
at what point does your influence and style start showing in that knife? Where I pick one up and I go, oh yeah, this is a Matt Gottardi.
So with my knives, I try to keep everything as utilitarian as possible. My personal knife that I carry around, I've been carrying this around for several years. It's just like it's one of the
You made
smaller
this?
yes, that's one of the smaller profiles I have. Typically, my blades are a bit longer than that.
Still the same logo?
Still same logo, yeah.
Yeah.
But typically the blades are a little bit longer than that. I just like the design, the shape of that, and I like
What
the
would
ergonomics
this-
of the handle.
What would the style be called? Does it have like, this is the peanut,
I mean, it's a
the pecker cutter?
it's a drop point knife,
Yeah.
more of a camp style.
That's a nice balance. I can feel the balance. That's
Thank
good.
you.
That's
Yeah,
good.
it's a sturdy guy too.
Yeah.
It's a drop point, more of a camp style. It's kind of on the edge of, it's getting pretty close to being more of like a sheep's foot.
Yeah.
But
Sheep's foot?
yeah, where it kind of curves down on the tip at like the end,
yeah.
or lamb's foot or sheep's foot. I can't remember. I'm an idiot.
Sure.
That one I haven't sharpened in a while, so it's not too sharp.
Well, we're also camping. Are you camping or are you?
No, I'm not camping.
Oh, you're driving back every day.
Yeah, I'm driving to and from Atlanta every
Yeah.
single day.
Yeah, I had my lady out to help me with the lovely install here, but she's actually back in Chattanooga. We split time
Oh, nice.
in Chattanooga over there, but
Lovely city.
also not a bad drive from Atlanta. 2 hours there, 2 hours here.
Yeah, it's 2 hours. I mean, I was able to get 5 hours of sleep last night, which is
Yeah,
the bare
in your
minimum
own
of what I
bed.
need. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
working in film, I mean, that's about what I get.
Yeah. No, that's great. Well, I'm sure there'll come a time that we'll be on the same. The last one I did, I was on a smaller film in North Carolina. I took off a horse and then hatcheted to death. The horse did not care. I was like, let's see how because I
Yeah.
get fully ejected from this this noble steed, and I was curious to see how he was gonna care.
Yeah.
He did not.
John Kerry's like, oh, he's gone. I'm happy with that.
Yeah, and I'm just getting whacked up by 5 dudes on the ground, and he's just chomping on grass.
Yeah.
Not
Not a care in the world.
a care in the world. He was a good horse. Shout out to those fine horse folk. Well, with the surprise of EAV and our close relation, I'm just trying to think of I bet we know a lot of the similar folks and all the things. Like you talk about the bars over there. What is there a trajectory or a future where you have your own brick and mortar, or I guess for knives it's kind of you're just always online because you want to be far and wide?
Yeah, it's mainly, I don't think I'll ever have a true brick and mortar. Me and my wife should be buying a house next year, hopefully.
Well, is there a world where she's cutting, you're making cutters?
Scissors and stuff like that, probably not. That's a very, very minute, fine skilled trade that you have to go into when
It's
you're
like a
doing stuff like
surgical
that.
level of
Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
The shears are really hard. I mean, I could go there, but I don't have any desire to do it. But brick and mortar, no. I am gonna, whenever I buy a house, I am gonna have a proper shaft built so I can do a lot more and maybe get bigger equipment. Hopefully, at some point, get a power hammer so I can start making my own.
power hammer.
So I can make my own maskets, but that is far in the future because of the price tag on power hammers.
Are a lot of your clients just other guys on set?
A decent amount of my clients are
grip
film
guys. You guys
people.
you need a blade. You're always like.
Oh yeah, if you're at work, a knife is the most
Well,
handy
fill
tool
in
you could
for
have.
my
Anything.
friends, tell them a little bit about what a grip does on set.
So grips work very closely with the electrical and camera department. A lot of people like to say that if grips weren't around, films wouldn't work because a lot of other departments in the industry rely on us and our tools and our equipment to be able to get stuff done.
Yeah.
But what our main purpose is if an electrician needs to put a light somewhere in the sky, we figure out if we're indoors, we figure out a way to mount it up there without being invasive.
Right.
So we'll go through and we'll set up something that's solid and safe and have the light set up. And then we'll also do, you've seen those green screens on those big frames that are being picked up by condors and cranes and stuff. We build those.
Right.
Camera department, if you see a camera on a hood of a car, we build the rig that goes on there. We're really all like utilitarian blue collar workers of the film industry.
That's what a lot of people don't realize when we go into strikes and when we talk about, films being moved for overseas and things like that. They think, oh yeah, we got to get all these Hollywood elites out of Atlanta. It's like, these are blue collar jobs, majority on set. Like,
there's a very small. The actors are very small.
Yeah.
I will say this: with all the strikes that happened, I know plenty of people who have lost their homes. I know people who have been evicted. I know people who had to change careers only. One of the key grips who I work with a lot. He's done this since he was 18.
Yeah.
He doesn't know how to do anything else.
Yeah.
Like, it's his entire life.
It's tough to reformulate your brain this late in the career where you go, you mean I gotta, okay, and I guess I could do,
Yeah, no, exactly. And when you get into gripping, he's got like 13 to 15 years experience. I can't remember exactly. But when you've spent that long doing it here, you know so much fine information that you can do stuff that no one else can.
Yeah.
And the problem is with the film industry, it's very specialized. There's not a lot of jump over and transfer where you can do stuff. If you're a rigging grip, yeah, you can go do, try to get your certifications and rope certs and all that stuff, do oil rigging and stuff like that. But the rigging we do is similar, but it's also different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One, I pick up jobs like on the stunt side of things. Rigging is a big part of what I do
Huge.
as well. And so in that strike time, I was able to carry that over into a lot of convention work and doing truss and all that. So what do you think about some of the mounts I got going on in here?
I like them. Pretty simple.
Simple, right? And that's what I was going for, was the least invasive while not buying new stuff.
Yeah, no, I mean, these are great. And then you don't have like large format, like not large format, but like really big bodied cameras.
Yeah.
So this is exactly what you need.
Yeah, because I like to avoid all the tripods. Like, a lot of people are just like, oh, just throw some tripods. And then I'm like, how is that going to work in here?
Yeah, no.
Every inch matters in here.
Yeah, you can't. I mean, you can get like a baby C-stand or a low boy combo in here, maybe. But then like getting in and out is going to be a bitch.
It's going to be a bitch.
Yeah.
With the conversations had in your world on the grip side of things, what is your future projection for film work in Atlanta? What's the future look like?
I think
the water cooler.
I think it's gonna go to a lot smaller budget, a lot more indie filmmaking. The way that everything's going in Hollywood, pushing stuff out of the city. There's always gonna be some stuff that comes through here, but I think we're gonna see a resurgence in indie films, and a lot more like passion projects coming out than this higher budget. Like, let's throw all this money at this film and get it made.
Yeah,
I think that's where it's gonna go. And for me as a worker of it, it sucks. But me as a lover of cinema, I think it's going to be pretty good. Because I believe that we did truly have a death of cinema for a long time with a lot of the stuff that's coming out. It was all aesthetically pleasing, but it just wasn't there artistically, in my opinion.
I'm curious. I agree. I think that's a fair assessment. However, do you think you're able to have that claim because you are still relatively new in the business of, whereas somebody that's been in it for 20 years, they do not want it to change, and they do not see the.
Oh, I don't want it to change. For me as a grip, as a worker, I don't want it to change. I want that money. I want to be able to support my family. I want to be able to have a living. But as a lover of art, I've always loved, like, all the best films out there are all low budget, non-union films. They're amazing and stunning. There are some productions out there that are non-union that do take care of their people. I want to say that there are some. It is hard to find. I will say that. Yeah. Because a lot of these people, they're only in for a profit, and they're not there for the passion project. The director, the writer, they'll be there. They want it this way. But a lot of the people in charge, they just want to turn a profit, and they don't care about anything else.
Yeah, that's some of my frustration in conversation is with AI and a lot of this stuff. It's just a harsh reality. They just released a statement yesterday about the synthetic, actor.
Yeah, I saw that. I believe it's bullshit.
And so it's just a reality, though, when it comes to budgets and money and this, that, and the other. Like, on the stunt side of things, if producers and Hollywood can do it cheaper,
they'll do it.
Safer, they will. And it'll just be, there's always going to be desire for real in all things, but it'll just be curious what the future looks like.
Yeah.
What is your opinion, or have you delved into the vertical world?
I did.
Because you hear about these productions.
Yeah. So here's the thing.
Here we go.
I keyed one day on a vertical zombie horror romance whatever. I did not know this going in. It was a vertical. It was shot at Electric Thunderdome, and it was a straight to China app.
Mm-hmm. Do you remember which the production company was?
I do not remember the production company name. I did one day. It was a set rate for 12 hours.
Yeah.
Chick came up afterwards when it was getting close to 12, and she was like, "Hey, we're gonna go past 12. Are you okay with that?" I'm like, "Okay, we're getting overtime, right?" She said, "No." I was like, "Then I'm walking." And here, let's get this shit. So everyone else was behind me, like, "Yeah, no, we're not gonna do it." All the leads were like, "No." So we were leaving, and this executive producer, was going around to the people who own the studio. Was like, "Hey, can you operate a camera? Hey, can you put up lights?" The gaffer found out about that, and it was all his gear. He went up and yelled at her, like, "No one touches my fucking gear except for my people." She was trying to get the stunt guys to run camera, stunt guys to do all this stuff. This is just unheard of. Like, what the fuck are you thinking?
Yeah.
That like pissed me off beyond belief. And after that, I was like, I'm not coming back. I'm not doing it.
It is the Wild West for verticals right now, and if I understand the timing of things, there's going to be a lot more.
Yeah, there's going to be a lot more.
The faster that SAG and unions can start having conversation, and it's just going to be a really curious conversation that I am not a part of, to find out where they land as far as getting proper rates, proper procedures. Because from the horror stories I hear, the audience that's receiving these is seeing these, really short form clips.
Yeah.
They're used to doing whatever, where the production value is negligible to them.
Yeah.
And equally, the story is the super farmed kind of soap opera-y,
Exactly.
whatever.
And soap operas sell.
And so it hooks for them. And so they've been hiring like college kids straight out of college that are like, "I'd love to be a director of a, and they're making back quickly with the apps they offer.
Yeah, I know Electric and Grip Thirds. And some of them, when I say third, I mean, I use that term loosely. They're like really new to the industry. And they were keying and directing and DPing and gaffing these. It's like, no shame to them. It's like, chase that bag and all, but like that's what they're chasing after. They're not looking for some people who have the technical knowledge and everything. They just want someone who can pump it out quick, and they can pay less.
To the bottom, and it's going to be frustrating if we can, pull what we can out of it, slow it down, because change is inevitable, right? And it's either you get in or you get left behind.
Yeah, which is why I joined the millwright union.
Writing's on the wall.
Yeah, I mean, I joined like 4 years ago. I got 4 union cards in my pocket right now.
Woo! And a MARTA card.
And no MARTA card. No. Actually, the first time I ever rode MARTA was for that film. Yep. But so with that, I'm joining the millwrights because it's a placement union. They call you for your work, and it's really great pay. They train you up. I'm in a first year apprentice. I'm going to be apprenticing for 4 years. Then I get journeyman, if I make it, which I'm pretty sure I will.
Right.
But it's a placement union, and they take care of their people, and that's what I like to see. Whereas 479, I feel like they let me down, and they let everyone down. I feel like they let us down heavily. I don't want to get too political with the 479 and our actual union, but I'm not a fan, is the best way to put it. I don't want to try to stir up more controversy than there already is.
Really?
I think they dropped the ball, and they could have done a hell of a lot better.
Is that something that a wrong that can be righted, a course correction, or is it like, oh no, I joined another union because it is time to join another union?
It could definitely be corrected. It can definitely be there, and there are people making processes to do it. And I was completely there to help try to make that change come about. But with me, it's like I can't do it. I need income. And I love working film, but if I don't have a steady income, I can't just rely off my wife's money, with her job,
right.
like her career. I mean, can I do it? Yes. Do I like doing it? No, I don't.
Right.
Yeah.
No, it's a tough position to have to choose, passion over pay, but that's just a reality of life, I suppose.
It is. I mean, and then the millwrights is industrial mechanics. I've always loved that stuff. I'm tearing up. And the place I'm going to go work is either natural gas power plant or a coal power plant, and we're gonna be, I think, ripping apart the turbines and repairing the turbines.
There you go.
So that's interesting as fuck, dude.
Yeah.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a lot of fun. I got to work with big tools and big machines.
Hey.
Yeah. What more does a little kid want?
I don't know, man. That sounds pretty tight.
Yeah, and I get paid for it. Shit, I do that for
Boy,
fun.
That's something you can take into the future and literally bank on.
Yeah.
With film, it can sometimes be feast or famine. And
Oh,
so
that's definitely the truth.
creating budgets and goals is difficult as such, because all of a sudden you're like, oh, we're out of money. I can't afford that.
Yeah.
That thing. But
Yeah. Then they'll instantly somehow find money somehow.
yeah.
It's weird how it works.
Weird how it works. Well, all that to say, I look forward to hopefully the opportunity of working together at some point in the future.
Yeah, definitely. I'm still working film. It's just the millwright jobs are taking priority. I've talked to the millwrights and all that. Like, there's no direct interference or competition, so there's no issue. But yeah, slow season for the millwrights is summer. Historically, the busy season for films is summer. So during the summers, I'll probably be back to working film. I know I'll be last hire across the board for film, and I've got no problem with that. If it picks back up, which some people are saying, which I don't personally think it will, I'm available, guys.
Hey,
Yeah.
call him. Well, and so this is actually the point of the show where you can bring attention to anything. It can be contact information. It could be anything you want to bring attention to, share. That is your time to shine. Your part of the show, right to your camera.
So if you want to reach me to talk about knives or anything of the such, my Instagram is MG Knifeworks. It's all one word, MGKNIFEWORKS. Hit me up. I do customs, dependent on if I have time. Most of the stuff I'm going to be doing is stuff that I have a passion and want to make, and I will be putting it out there. I will be getting a website back probably when I get back from the job that I'm doing up in North Carolina. So probably 2 to 3 months, I will be having a website set up again. I will be listing knives on there for sale. Yes.
All right. Well, you heard it here, folks. MG Knifeworks. And then until our next encounter, hopefully in Hollywood, like the theoretical Hollywood.
Yeah, theoretical. Yeah.
All right. Thank you very much.
Yeah. Thank you.
Appreciate you.
You have a good one, man.
That's it. Back to work.
Yeah, that went in so many different directions.
No, we made a lot to talk about.
We did.
No, that's